Okay, welcome back to JDS Sport Talks video. Today, what I'm going to talk about, I'm probably going to steer clear of the boxing guy who's meant to have been involved in, what do they call it? He's been accused of not sexually, they just said straight raping a schoolgirl. I'm not going to talk much about that because I don't know, but I will. I don't know anything about it and I don't really want to read up on it. I might do a video tomorrow on it, I don't know. Actually, I will not because I won't be talking tomorrow. I'll talk about that in my channel update, which will go up just after this. Yeah, but there will be a link to the article in front of me right now about that in the description. So if you want to read up on it yourself, I do have a link there too. It is done by the Sydney Morning Herald. I'm not sure who this guy is. All I know he's a boxer and has apparently raped a 15-year-old girl. I'm going to steer clear of that and just talk about, well, mainly today, Thiago and Liverpool, well, the fact that him coming to Liverpool and just normal Liverpool stuff. So in terms of Liverpool in the season, one game closer after last night beating Brighton to... What the hell are these sounds? One day, let me try this again. One game closer to breaking Man City's record. It'd be nice to do it. I don't know if we will because we did lose that game against City, which has made it hard. We can't lose any more than one game now. And if we lose one game, we can't beat it, we can only draw it. So we have to at least win 4 and draw 1. We cannot afford to lose at all. In terms of Thiago coming to Liverpool, it doesn't make sense. I know, he's a good player. I saw it, and my immediate thought was, what? Why? Our defense is fine. I don't think we need to buy anyone. I don't think we need to buy anyone, let alone Thiago. Again, nothing wrong with Thiago. He's a great player. I don't know if I'm saying his name correctly, to be honest. I'm not gonna bother with the second half of the name, Alessandro or some shit. Bloody plane's going overhead. Shut up. Yeah, I don't know if I'm recording this. I should have checked that. I am recording. Yeah, so I just, it shows it doesn't work. The immediate thought of pretty much everyone was, what? Why? If anything, if we need someone in any position, we need it in centre-back to help out Van Dijk, more than anything. Maybe a striker that's more striker than not to play over Firmino. Maybe someone who's better than Divock, but won't take Firmino's position, because the way that front three work with Salah, Firmino and Mane, they work well, and even though Firmino doesn't score much, it's still, without him, I don't think they'd play the same. I don't think it would work as well without Firmino. No, I don't think it definitely would not work as well without Firmino in there. Even if he is scoring 8 goals a season, I don't care. We've still got Salah on the right scoring 14 and Mane on the left scoring 14. So if he doesn't score as many and gets more assists, or not even assists, just creates the play that makes the assist, if you know what I mean. Without him there, I think a lot of our goals wouldn't happen. Just because he's a striker doesn't mean he has to score goals. He can still do other things and be a valuable part of our team, which I think is very important to Liverpool at the moment. We do need to probably eventually move from it, because eventually Firmino will not work, something will happen, or he'll get old. We do need to find a way to steer clear, which is why and if he wants to leave for whatever reason, we need someone behind him who either plays a similar role, which I don't think we should do, but you could try and recreate that sort of game style, but I don't think we should look, it doesn't work, just because once he's gone, I think it's better to change a style than try and recreate the old style. And I think we just need a more striker to be a backup behind him if something happens to Firmino, in which we can change our style again, and that would also help once Firmino does leave or gets old and retires, or goes off for whatever reason is not playing in the first team. It will help quicker the transition from playing like we are now to what we would be in the future. Apart from that, the main story is Thiago. I don't get the whole thing. As I said, the positions I would probably do a change would be Firmino, get another more scoring striker behind him, and maybe another centre-back to take over Matip, Gomez, the other non-Van Dijk centre-back. Lallana, the last game. Well, actually not the last game. It's not. Unless Klopp has said unless there is a problem, he will not play another game for Liverpool unless we need him to fill a spot or something. Which is sad. He's been a good player for us for a while. I thank him for his time with us. He's done good through the years. Don't remember if it was him or what's his face that signed him. You know who I mean, the Rodgers. Wasn't sure if it was him or Rodgers that signed him. But he's done well for us the years he's been with us. He's been a bit absent the last few years because we've got better players than him now. But he's done well, and I thank him for his time. Wish him the best in the future. He's been linked with, I think it was Leicester. Like I saw he was linked with, which I think probably would be a bad move for him because they might have someone. I don't know who do they have at the moment, Leicester. They might have someone better already, or they might be looking at someone else who would then make him play in the same position he is now, where he's pretty much not playing. And I like to see players play, which is why I don't like the fact that we don't play Shaqiri when it's clearly good enough in my opinion. He brings a lot of energy and, I guess, more aggressive and attacking play to the team every time I've seen him play for Liverpool, and we never play him, which annoys me a little bit because I think he's good enough to play and he deserves more games. And I almost think we should sell him now, even though I love him. But I think we should sell him because he deserves to not spend the last years of his career sitting on the bench, even though he did get Champions League. But if it was me, I would rather actually play than sit on the bench week in, week out, and then not get the Champions League. Because it's just, like, you look back at your career afterwards and you know you won the Champions League, but you know you didn't really do much. You just sat on the bench and happened to be on the team on the day. I was searching up Leicester, wasn't I? Who do they have? They used to have an amazing midfield. They have Madison, Ndidi. He probably is about Ndidi and Damari Gray level Lallana when he's playing good. I mean, he scored important goals for us this year. They have all Brighton as well. See, I don't think Leicester would be a good move for him. Moving on from the story, someone else who is moving is Messi, who I think won't move. There's been an offer from an Argentinian club saying that he can keep number 10 if he goes back to Argentina. They offered him the number 10 in their club. I don't know what he's going to do, honestly. I don't know if he's going to move. Because wasn't there a specific club he said he was going to go to if he goes back to Argentina? I think wasn't it Boca Juniors or something? I don't remember. That my mate told me that. I don't know how true that was, so I would definitely not quote me on that. I haven't done any research on that, so I wouldn't use that as a quote or anything when talking about the situation to anybody. But yeah, I heard if he was going to go back to Argentina, that's who he'd go to. So, and this was a red team. It's like a stripy logo with a red bit on the front, and it's got red and white stripes. I don't know what the team's called. It's too hard a name to pronounce. Starts with an E. Yeah, apart from that, there's not going to be many things in the description there. I might try and find things based on what I'm kind of talking about, because this is sort of just like off the top of the head, my opinions on things that I can think of at the moment. We can go to AFL. Eagles are coming up this weekend. Let's look at the AFL fixtures for this weekend. We have Eagles, we have Adelaide, which I think will be a good game. It will test if we are up to it this season. We showed that we can still play well in the game against Sydney Swans last week. But if we can beat Adelaide, it shows... I mean, Adelaide aren't even that good this year, but it shows that we do still have it in us. Like, it wasn't just a little one spurt where we played well again. It shows that we can keep playing well. Collingwood, Hawthorn's a decent game. Tonight there's a game, Geelong versus Brisbane. That'll be an interesting one. Two good teams. Two upper ladder teams this season as well. Where are they? We got Brisbane in second and Geelong in third. So it's a very high table ladder, depending what you want to call it, game. I would say it'd probably be a Geelong win. I just feel like they have the better midfield, I just feel like they're a better team, to be fair. I think they're a better team. The fact that I wouldn't say threatened, but Brisbane didn't look convincing beating us when we were playing poorly shows that they're not that good. Like, we played like shit and they didn't look convincing, really, in my opinion, at any point. Just that we were playing so poorly. So I think Geelong will probably get a win there. Fremantle, I think it's going to be a close one against Saints. I think they might just lose that one to Saints. Melbourne, Gold Coast. I think Gold Coast will fall apart a bit now, so I'm going to say Melbourne get the win there. And Hawthorn, Collingwood, I'm going to go... It's a hard one. They're not doing very well, both teams at the moment. I'm going to go for Collingwood. And Eagles, I'm going to go for them against Adelaide. I mean, that's what I think is going to win. That's my prediction. Obviously, I'm going to go for Eagles to win because they're my team. But apart from that, I don't really know what to talk about. I want to talk about everything from last week's games. How did we move from winning last week? We're in 15th. We haven't actually gone up. Oh, we're not one position because Melbourne lost. Oh, Melbourne. I didn't realize Melbourne was so low in the table. Who were they versing? Gold Coast. Yeah, I'm going to pick them anyway. What's wrong with Melbourne? My entire life, they have been crap. Well, most of my life, they have been crap. Apart from an odd year here and there. What happened? They used to be a good team, did they not? Like, what's changed in the last... Well, what's been so bad in the last 17 years? Like, they looked good 2 years ago, and the next year they fell apart. Anyway, it's been JDS. Thanks, bye. See you next time. See ya.